So after my last video, I just sat down because I'm like, man, no, that can't be possible for a feud like that to happen in the state of Texas when it comes to, like, say, government retaliation. That's not possible. That's only stuff you see in the movies. Because I'm just not a conspiracy guy. I don't believe in any of that stuff. And then 2020 hit, and it's like anything's possible, right? But like I said, I don't know if there's anything going on here or not. I don't know if there's anything suspicious. But what I wanted to do is at least research it a little bit. And my research is just basically going back through my memory over the last couple of years and just writing down a couple of items that the state of Texas and the United States are kind of at war between. And it is an ongoing Cold War. The state of Texas is not on good terms with the United States of America. They just aren't. And that's fact. Nobody has sued the Biden administration more than Texas. It's been over a dozen times, and they're not going to stop. They are going to continue to sue. The southern border feud. We all saw what happened there. Texas said, if you're not going to come in and secure the border, we will. Goodbye. We don't need you here anymore. There's an ongoing abortion feud right now between the state of Texas and the federal government. Texas seceding from the United States has caused a lot of concern within the federal government ranks. It's also a big talking point here in the state of Texas, as there's a lot of Texans that say, I want to secede because I don't recognize the United States anymore. It's as if the United States has left Texas, not Texas is leaving the United States. AOC recently came out, a hardcore progressive out of New York. Like, what's the concern with Texas? Well, again, there's a feud between the federal government and Texas. So now you get a progressive involved. She comes out and she's publicly advocating for Texas to connect its independent power grid with the United States of America's, which would give the United States a lot of control over a sovereign Texas. Now, oil and gas. Texas is all about oil and gas. Well, the federal government has declared a war on oil and gas. We all know that to be fact. The United States has also come out publicly and stated that we want to phase out fossil fuels. Well, who's the number one producer in oil and gas? Texas. This is the capital of the world for oil. Second Amendment. Texas is standing tall and proud and saying, nope, it's in the Constitution. We have the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. Additionally, the federal government didn't like when House Bill 1927 passed about 2 years ago, which made it legal for a resident over the age of 21 to open carry a pistol without a license, giving them their constitutional right to keep and bear arms. So when people say that, I don't think things like that could happen, I just quickly wrote down just a couple of issues here that the U.S. has been feuding with Texas about over the last year or two. And there's a lot of deep stuff in here, man. So kind of just, I know our minds sometimes, especially in these days, sometimes they're playing tricks on you. But when you sit down and you start to write things down and you start to look, okay, deeper into them and what the trail can be, it gets wild when you start connecting dots here. And I'm not saying that this fire was started on purpose or that there's anything going on. But there are a lot of people out there that are raising the red flag and are saying, it's a little suspicious. But I don't know.